Hi guys, welcome back to the Totally Magic channel, and got a great little card trick for you. And when I say little, I do literally mean that. You see, in my top pocket, I've got 5 cards. They're not regular playing cards, as you can see. They're tiny little cutouts, which are blank on one side, but on the other side, they contain pictures. And as you can see, they're pictures that represent the alphabet. And these are a little keepsake that I always carry around with me. When my children were much younger, they used to learn the alphabet by drawing little pictures. A for apple, B for bumblebee, C for cat, D for drum, and E for elephant. And what I thought it would be interesting to do with these is to take these little picture cards and do a premonition with yourself. I'm going to get you in a moment to think of any one of these pictures. I'm then going to make a prediction by putting a card, but only one card, in my pocket. That leaves me holding just 4 cards. And if my prediction is right, if I'm a real magician, then your picture and my prediction will match. Let's give it a go. So first of all, the pictures we got, remember, you can choose from an elephant, a picture of a drum, a little white cat, a bumblebee, and the apple. I'm going to mix these up behind my back and remove just one of these, but I want you to think of one, okay? Think of any of those pictures, okay? Let me shuffle the cards up, and I'm going to remove just one card. Now that will leave me with 4 in my hand. I'm going to put this in my top pocket, and in my hand are 4 remaining. For the first time, tell me and everyone, what was the card that you were thinking of? The bumblebee. If I now remove the cards one at a time, I've got an apple. I've got a cat. I've got a drum and the elephant. The only card out of the 4 cards remaining in my hands that's missing really is my premonition, the bumblebee, matching your thought of card exactly. And that is a great little premonition effect. Welcome to the tutorial for this particular effect. Now, before we get into the setup and how you handle the prediction of the cards, we're going to show you a quick video of us making the cards in the first place. So to make this trick, you need a piece of card or some thick paper, and we need to create 10 or approximately 10 pieces of card. So I don't actually have a ruler, so what I'm going to do is just to use this to do the edge. There we go. So we've got a straight edge. Just going to cut that. Now remember, the deal with this is that you don't need these to be perfect. We then need to cut this into a small card. Now, there's no measurements here. You just create a small miniature card that can fit comfortably in your hand. If you've got much larger hands than me, then you can probably do a bigger card, but I find this size is fine. Okay, I can then just put this here and cut again. The next thing you're going to do is to take one set of these, and you need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you need to write on these either pictures. So in the case of my performance, I gave the impression that these were cards drawn by my children when they were younger, and that is the theme I went for. But if you want to, you can put numbers on here, ESP symbols, but try to keep the drawing in the middle. So if I was to draw, for example, an apple, we then want something like a bumblebee. So what I've drawn on here is A for apple, B for bumblebee, C for cat, D for drum, and E for elephant. Now, that is our set of cards. We then need to replicate this, but not the apple. Okay, so we don't need the apple drawn, we just need these ones drawn again. Now remember that these don't have to be perfect, because again, you're assuming the children have drawn these. What do we do with this second set? This is what we call our clean set. Nothing on the other side, just on this side. However, these are going to be double-sided. So this is what you do. Put them in order. There's the B. Now on the back of this, you need the next picture. In this case, the cat. So I need to draw a cat on the back of this one. Like that. Okay, so we've got the cat on the back of this. On the next one, turn this over, and this is going to have a picture of the next card, which is the drum. So we draw another picture like that for the drum. On the back of this one will be the elephant. Okay. And on the back of the last one, this will contain the missing apple. So the next one in line, which will go back to the beginning of our apple. So we'll draw an apple. Now, obviously you can spend a lot longer doing this. You might even prefer to do this as printouts on a computer, get the pictures from the internet and print them out and stick them on, whatever you want. But I like this to go with my theme. So we've now got all of the cards that we require. So now you've got your little set of cards, you'll notice that I have actually coloured in the pictures just to make them more visually appealing to the audience. But remember, you can use ESP symbols, you could use names and numbers, or just letters of the alphabet. You don't need pictures. So now we've got the cards. Remember, what we've got are 5 cards: an apple, a bumblebee, a cat, the drum, and the elephant. These 5 cards are regular. Okay, we've also got the double-faced cards that we made. So from the part of the tutorial that showed you how to make these, you'll remember that the double faces are in a special order. Let me show you these. So remember, we take the bumblebee. On the back of that is the cat. So the cat picture goes next. On the bottom side of that is the drum. So the drum goes next. On the bottom side of that is the elephant. So the elephant goes next. And then you got the apple back there. So we got these 4 cards here. You then take the genuine single-sided apple and you can put this on here and you're good to go. Now these cards here need to go in a pocket. Now it can go in a wallet, an envelope, or just regular jeans pockets, it doesn't really matter, but you need to have these in a known order. So if I take the bee, the cat, the drum, the elephant, I can then put these into my pocket. I know that the bee is there, the elephant on the front, and it's very easy just for me to fish out the correct one on here. So you put these regular ones in the pocket to begin with. We then come to these cards here. Now, what I tend to do is remove these from a wallet or even from my pocket to begin with. And I'm going to reverse the order of these. So I count them down and say we've got one card, A for apple, B for bumblebee, C for cat, D for drum, E for elephant. Now you can pick these cards up. Remember, the only one that's genuine is the apple. So at this point, you can do what we call a flustration count. I'll leave the link to that sleight of hand movement below this video. But the flustration, if you've never come across this, holding the cards in this grip, you show the face of the elephant, you twist your hand palm up to show the apparent back of the elephant, but it's not. You then, with your thumb, slide off the elephant, the drum, you can then show the back of that, the cat, so it looks as though you're displaying the back of each of the 5 cards, when in fact you're just showing the back of the same apple card each time. Now, with these, in this order, you say you're going to put one of these cards in your pocket, you're going to put these behind your back and shuffle them. Now, you don't shuffle them. What you do is you put them behind your back, you pretend to shuffle the cards, but all you're going to do is to remove the apple. That's the only card you remove. So these are behind your back, you remove the apple and you put it in your pocket. Now I'm going to put it in front of the 4 that I've already got in there. So I've now got all 5 cards stacked in my pocket. So when they name their card and I eventually pull this out, I'm going to grip just the one that I need. So how do you get the vanish of the correct one? Well, this is automatic, as you'll see, because behind your back, once you remove the apple card, all you're going to do is to turn the cards over like this. Okay, so you're going to turn them over so that when you bring them out, it's facing the audience. Okay, so that's how they work. We've removed the apple. We're going to flip these over, hold them like this so you can bring them out, because you're going to slide these out one at a time with the faces showing. Now, the clever principle behind the stack is that once we know their picture, we turn the packet over. Okay, so we've got the cards, nothing happened at the moment. Now let's say, for example, they chose the drum. You remove these as normal, so these would be in your hand like this. You slide out the first one because we know it's the B. The cat is next because they're stacked in order. As soon as you remove this, you have to flip over the 2 cards in your hand. So you flip over like that. It's invisible. You just remove this and you've flipped them over. Automatically, when you remove the 2 remaining cards, the one that they named will be missing. It's totally automatic. Let me just show you that again. Trust me, it's easier to do than it is for me to explain. So once again, we've got the bee, followed by the cat, followed by the drum, and then the elephant. That's the side here. Let me just bring out the apple again. So remember, we've shown them the cards. We've got them in order, A, B, C, D, E. You put them behind your back. You say you're going to shuffle them, but you don't. You remove the apple, the top card, bring it out, and without showing the face, you put it in your pocket, okay, in position. You then flip those cards you were holding into your palm and bring your hand to the front. There's those cards. We've done nothing with them. When they've named their card, you turn the packet over for whichever one they've named. Now, if they name the bumblebee, then you've got to turn the whole packet over. Now, that's quite easy, because what you could do, if they name the bumblebee, which is the first one, you could just turn the whole packet over and spread them. The bumblebee isn't there. If they choose the cat, so once again, with them in here, you remove the bee as normal, but you're going to flip the packet over because you know the cat was next. So you turn the whole packet over, and you're now removing the card showing the other face, and automatically the cat would have vanished. Okay. You do the same for the drum. So when you get to the drum, you flip the packet over and then remove the cards once you've flipped over. So I just want to show you one more thing if they choose the elephant. So if these were in my hand like this and they said the elephant, now of course what you could do is then pull out the bumblebee, you pull out the cat, you pull out the drum. Now of course the elephant is next, so you need to flip that over. All I do is, once I remove the drum, I straight away flip this over to show the underside of the elephant, which is the apple, and the elephant's vanished. You then reach into your pocket and say, there is the missing elephant there. Get a bit of practice in there. You don't need any kind of indexing for these cards here, the regular cards, because you've only got 4 or 5 cards in there. So it's very quick and simple to go in there. If you don't like using this pocket, use a front pocket or an envelope or whatever you want to do to hide those additional cards. I hope that makes sense. It's a great little packet effect. You'll have a lot of fun with these,